In Beyond the Gates, the shocking twist unfolds when Madison makes a horrifying discovery. Bill's drinking water has been poisoned, and he's been unknowingly ingesting it for days. The storyline takes a dark and suspenseful turn as Madison pieces together the clues that lead her to the truth, realizing too late that someone close to them has been quietly orchestrating an attempt on Bill's life. The episode begins innocently enough. Bill isn't feeling well, and everyone assumes it's just exhaustion. He's been under a lot of stress, and his symptoms, headaches, dizziness, nausea, and sudden fatigue, seem like the result of overwork. Madison, however, starts to notice that something isn't adding up. Every time Bill drinks from his water bottle, his condition seems to worsen. At first, she brushes off the thought. It seems ridiculous to imagine someone poisoning him. But as the hours pass, she can't shake the uneasy feeling. Madison's suspicions begin to grow when she finds the water bottle left half empty on the kitchen counter. She remembers that Bill had just filled it earlier that morning from their water dispenser. The smell seems slightly off, faint, metallic, but barely noticeable. She tries to convince herself she's imagining things, but something compels her to look closer. Later that day, Madison finds Bill collapsed on the couch, sweating and weak, struggling to stay conscious. He insists he's fine, but his skin is pale and his breathing shallow. Madison rushes to get help, but before she calls anyone, she grabs the bottle and pours a small amount of water into a glass. The strange odor is stronger now. That's when panic begins to set in. She quickly calls a friend with a background in chemistry and tells them about her suspicion. The friend advises her to get the water tested immediately and to keep Bill from drinking any more of it. Madison takes a sample to a nearby clinic, claiming she suspects contamination. Hours later, she gets the call that confirms her worst fear. The water contains traces of a slow-acting toxin, something designed to mimic natural illness before shutting down the body's organs. The voice on the other end of the phone is cautious but clear. "This isn't accidental, Madison. Someone did this deliberately." When Madison returns home, the reality of what's happening hits her in full force. She finds Bill weak but conscious, trying to get up and insisting he just needs rest. She kneels beside him, her voice trembling as she says the words that change everything. "Bill, you've been poisoned." His eyes widen in confusion, then terror. He asks who would do something like this, but Madison doesn't have an answer, not yet. From that moment, the tone of the episode shifts into pure psychological thriller. Madison retraces every recent event, every visitor, every argument, trying to figure out who had access to their home and who might want Bill dead. There's no sign of forced entry, which means the poisoner is someone they know. Someone who's been in their house, someone they trusted. Clues start to point in multiple directions. Earlier in the week, Bill had a heated confrontation with a business associate over a shady deal gone wrong. At the same time, Madison recalls that Lydia, their neighbor, had been unusually interested in their daily routines, asking what time they usually went for runs or how often they refilled the dispenser. But it's another detail that chills Madison to the core. She remembers seeing a replacement water jug delivered early, not by their regular delivery driver, but by someone she didn't recognize. Madison now realizes that the poison was likely introduced through the water supply, possibly during that mysterious delivery. She immediately throws out all the water containers in the house and rushes Bill to the hospital. The doctors confirm that the toxin is indeed in his bloodstream, but that Madison's quick reaction might have saved his life. While Bill receives treatment, Madison contacts the police. They begin investigating the delivery company, only to find out that there was no record of any delivery made to their address that day. Whoever poisoned Bill had carefully planned everything, using a fake uniform, fake paperwork, and disappearing before anyone could notice. As the episode closes, Madison stands beside Bill's hospital bed, watching him breathe steadily under medical supervision. Her face is pale but determined. She's terrified, but there's fire in her eyes. Someone tried to kill the man she loves, and now she's more determined than ever to uncover